morning, everybody. Let's get started by just tapping into our root system. Start tapping the feet on the floor. Maybe even close the eyes and feel the sensation of the foot touching the floor reaching out, touching the feet, the vibration of them both meeting, and that vibration moving up the legs, maybe into the body on the breath. And slow that down. We'll just lift one ankle up, keeping the toe on the ground, and just kind of pedal back and forth. Sensing the stretch through the foot, rolling up to the toes and rolling back down to the ground. Noticing the shift in the hips as the legs move back and forth. I like placing my hands on the knees, just feeling the movement. And from here, we'll start drawing circles outward. So coming front and back, kind of like we're rowing through water. So I want your feet to stay in contact with the ground. So maybe moving kind of slow. Sensing the outer legs beginning to wake up, maybe the inner thighs. Taking deep breaths as you move. Let's go the other way, rowing backwards. You feel the warming up in the thighs and into the sit bones. And once again, just slowly paddling the feet back and forth. Maybe a little faster, feeling heels hitting the ground. And then slow that movement, settle into your seat. Sense your hips in the chair. Take a deep breath into the hips, let the body get heavy. Exhale, surrender even more deeply into the chair. Good, another breath in through the nose. Let this one out through the mouth. Take two more like that, in through the nose. Exhale with a sigh. One last time, in through the nose, big breath in. Exhale into your seat. Feel the ribs floating above the hips. Maybe wiggle them a little side to side, feel them in space, go back and forth. And coming where your hips, or your ribs are hovering above the hips. Place your hands on the shoulders. Sense your ears coming closer to your shoulders and hands floating above the shoulders. Bring the hands down into your lap. And go ahead and close the eyes. Feel the sensation rising up from the feet, through the legs, into the waist and up the spine. Be a soft vibration within the skull. Take a deep breath into the sensation. Exhale softly. Just take a moment to tune into our body, feel where we're at in life. Noticing any congestion or any pressure within the body. Not trying to change it, but just observing. Notice any spaces of lightness or ease. Take note of how the breath is moving into the lungs. You take a swallow to release the throat and the jaw. And we'll begin our meditation to start practice with just a small intention of what we'd like to get out of practice. It could be a sense of ease, release of pain in the body. Just be lightening the heart and the mood. Trying to lighten the weight of things that might be burdening us. See if we can put those things to the side as we do our practice. If we need to, we can pick them back up at the end of practice. Let's go ahead and slowly open the eyes. We'll begin rubbing the palms of the hands together, creating that heat and friction within the palms. Good. Place one palm over the heart, place the other palm over that hand. Just breathe that warmth into the chest. Feel the lungs opening to the warmth in the hands. Soften into the breath. Breathing in that warmth into the chest, feeling the heart being caressed and cradled by the warmth. Allow the shoulders to soften, shoulder blades to drop down the back. And let the hands rest again in the lap. We'll bring the shoulders up to the ears as we inhale, squeezing the shoulders up towards the ears. Relax the jaw and the neck. Exhale and drop. Do that a few times. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, let it go. Let's do it twice more. Inhale. Squeeze, 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 and let it go. One more squeeze. And relax. Good. Let's take our right ear over to the right shoulder. Just let the head hang heavy. Bring the opposite arm, just lightly drop it down towards the floor. Be spreading through the fingers, also spreading through the toes. Breathing into the chest and the hips. Exhale, let the head come to center. Down towards the center of the chest, breathe into the back of the neck. Inhale. Exhale, soften. Inhale, let the head rise. And go the other side, left ear, left shoulder. Drop that right arm down to the side, spread through the fingers. Inhale and soften as you exhale. Let the head be heavy. Another inhale. Exhale, head rolls down towards the center of the chest. Release that arm. Breathe into the back of the neck. Exhale, soften in your seat. Inhale, head rises up. Let's bring the nose over the right shoulder. Just looking over the right shoulder and look with the eyes also. Then you can bring that opposite arm out to the side. Feel the stretch in the neck and the arm, reaching through the fingertips. Deep inhale. Exhale, head comes forward, other side. Nose over the left shoulder, reaching the right arm out to the side. Inhale. Soften the jaw and the shoulders, soften the chest. One more breath in. Exhale, release back to center. We're gonna do some cat-cows here. Maybe coming to the edge of the seat. And on an inhale, the chest will come forward, the back kind of curves here. Exhale, bringing that belly to spine as we let the air out and kind of pull their body in and press all the air out kind of like a tube of toothpaste. Begin the inhale, feel the breath filling up the chest as it comes forward and opening up. Moving into the hips. Do these kind of slow. Exhale from the belly. Hips start to rock back. Pulling the upper back into a curve. Inhale. Breath filling up the chest as it floats forward. Exhale, squeezing out that tube of toothpaste. One more inhale. Breath leading through the chest as the body comes forward. Exhale, exhaling all through the body into the curve. Inhale back to neutral. Feel your head, your ribs resting over the hips. Ears floating over shoulders. Soften the jaw and the neck. We'll go side to side. Now we went front and back. We'll go side to side. So our hips stay in the same place, but our ribs kind of helps to put the hands on the hips if you like. Ribs will go to the right, center, left. And try to keep the hips in the seat. You may feel them rocking a little bit. Try to breathe and keep them heavy in the chair and just move the top of the torso as far as it'll go. Doesn't need to be a big movement. You're just going side to side. Feeling stretch in the side waist. Good. And the center, now bring the chest forward and start going in circles. I'm going forward in kind of my cow pose to the side, back in my cat pose to the side. Just let the breath smooth that out. Imagining that hula hoop around the body, and we're trying to touch it with all sides of the ribs. Breathing as you come forward. Exhale as you go back. Just allowing the breath to move the body. Allow your breath to initiate any movement coming forward as you inhale. The exhale, the body begins to contract and go back. Inhale, it softens and opens and comes forward. When you come forward, let's go the other side. Just go in the opposite way. Exhaling back, releasing all the breath. Starting that inhale, just coming forward to take in all of that breath. Exhale, pushing it out of the body. Inhale, floating forward, then exhale back. Good. Now, if you're seated, we're gonna bring the feet out maybe about 1.5 to 2 feet wide. And if you want to do this standing, we'll just come to like a wide-legged stance. We're just going to do some forward folds. And kind of the same idea of inhaling, body fills up with breath. Exhale, I'm going to contract the belly to let the breath out. Exhale and fold forward. So this will look like if you're standing, the knees will bend as you come down. Inhale, fill the belly up with breath, pushing the body up and rolling up into the breath. If we're seated, we're going to have our legs wide. Place our hands on the knees. Inhale. Chest comes forward and exhale. Start to let all the air out of the body, squeezing like a tube of toothpaste. And we'll let the hands come down the legs into a forward fold here. Arms can be on the outside of the legs or the inside, or remain up here on the knees. Inhale, let the body fill up with breath. Let the breath fill up the body and roll you upward. Exhale, belly contracts towards the spine, body begins to curl inward and roll down. Inhale, breath comes into chest and hips, rolling the body upward. Just a couple more like this. If you're standing, inhale. Exhale, bending the knees, rolling down. Let the hands assist you. Doesn't need to be a hard movement. Inhale, maybe walking the hands up. Exhale. And inhale to rise. Nice. And this next one is going to be, just kind of think about when you pull blinds down, you're pulling down but the blinds rise up, right? So I'm pulling like that. So it's going to be the same idea with the arms and legs. I'm going to have my arms up and I'm going to pull one arm down and the opposite leg is going to raise. As much as you can even leave your toes on the ground and just lifting like this. If you want to do it standing, you'll start with your arms up. Inhale. We're going to go opposite and opposite. Okay? Whichever position you'd like to take. Let's bring our arms up over the head. Take a big breath in. Exhale, relax the hips into the seat. Another inhale here. As you exhale, pull the right arm down and the opposite leg up. Inhale it. Exhale, other side. Remember, you can leave the toes on the ground if you like. It's just about bringing those muscle groups together from the opposite side of the body. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, pulling down, lifting the leg. And try to move the arm and leg at the same time. It doesn't really matter how far it goes, but if they can synchronize and come to the bottom at the same time and rising at the same time. It's just some brain work here. Last one. And release. Shake the arms out with the shoulders. Let's do some shoulder rolls. Inhale, shoulders come up to the ears. Exhale, roll them down the back. You want the shoulder blades to meet in the back as we're going. So inhale up, Shoulder blades kiss at the middle of the back as you roll down. A couple more like that. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's go the opposite way. So we'll roll them up and forward, opening the shoulder blades as we roll forward. Last one, inhale. Nice. We're going to do some circles. We'll bring arms out to the side, palms are facing down. Start circling backward. Start with small circles. Maybe allow them to move a little bit bigger. Whatever works in your space. Try not to slap anybody. And then let's take those big circles and go back the other way. Start with big circles and coming back into smaller ones. Good. Bring both hands to the side of the body, palms facing outward. Inhale here and exhale. And we're going to push the right arm out, leave the left arm in, and just kind of go back and forth. It's going to be very slow, but just imagining pushing a door open with one hand. Kind of this idea of the elevator doors that we do, using that resistance in the arm, but now we're going one arm at a time. Just breathing as you move, breathe deeply into the chest, relax the hips, release any gripping within the hips. Just make it a smooth and fun movement. Bring arms out to the side. Maybe we'll do the electric thing really quickly and send that wave through the body. This just relaxes the shoulders and the arms, just sending that orb of energy back and forth, and let's wiggle it out. Nice. Shake out the legs. Let's do some twists. Yeah, let's warm up the sideways for a little, do some bends. So taking the right hand, placing it into the seat. Let's raise the left arm up, reach up towards the ceiling. In a big inhale. As you exhale, just slowly tipping over to the side. Maybe looking up at that hand that's reaching upward. And then also maybe looking down at the ground. Just feeling the neck be easy in the jaw. When you're ready, reaching back up towards the sky. And let that hand softly fall down to the side. We'll go the other side, placing left hand into the seat. Reaching right arm up. Reaching for the sky, reaching down into the seat with the hips, spreading open the side body. Inhale, exhale over to the side. And looking up at that top hand. Maybe wiggle those fingers. Big inhale, and as you exhale, just looking down at the ground. A little stretch in the neck. Back up to the top hand. And back down. Reaching back up to the ceiling. Let that hand softly fall. Now we'll do our twists. So how do we want to do these today? Let's do kind of our Cupid's bow. So we'll start here with our hands in front of us. I'm going to feel our ribs above the hips, ears above the ribs. Plug the shoulders into the back here. As I inhale, I'm going to stay in position, and the exhale, pulling that bow back and opening to the side. Inhale forward. Exhale, other side. Inhale forward. Pulling that string back, opening to the side. Inhale forward, filling up the body with breath. Soften the hips. Exhale, twist. Inhale forward, exhale, belly button, spine, releasing all the breath in the stomach to help us twist a little further. Inhale, exhale, wringing out the body as you twist. And forward. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. I've brought a lot of tension into my neck, so I'm feeling a little bit of tightness here after doing the pulling. So I want to release that with some softness. So we're gonna imagine we have a piece of chalk on the nose, and I'm just gonna start drawing a small circle. So I had a chalkboard in front of my face, and I'm just trying to draw a circle. Keeping contact with the chalk and the board, and let that circle get a little bit bigger. You're inhaling as you go up, exhaling as you circle down. And let it get even bigger, the size of the moon. Inhaling up, and next time you come down towards the center of the chest, relax here. Bring the shoulders up towards the ears and roll them down the back. Inhale, head comes forward. And we're going to circle the opposite way, taking that chalk on the nose and starting a small circle. Going the opposite way. Let that circle get bigger. If you're not sure which way you went, I'm not sure right now. Just going to draw a few circles in each direction, see what feels good. So we all take on tension in different ways, so maybe 5 rotations in one way is good for one person, but maybe 5 rotations in the other direction will be good for that person. So we're all different patterns. So learning to tune into our bodies and do what feels right. What is our body wanting or needing? When you finish those circles, let the head come down to the center of the chest. Again, inhale, raise the ears, the shoulders up towards where the ears would be. Roll them back down. Inhale, head comes forward. Let's do, all right, let's wind down into meditation here. Let's do some, let's warm the palms, so rub the palms together. Just gonna reconnect our mind and our heart to the bodies, bring that energy into the hands. Go ahead and start rubbing the calves and the shins. And that warmth into the legs. You want to close the eyes, just connect to your body, touching your body. Be rubbing the knees, tapping the thighs. Deep breath in as you're tapping, let it out with a sigh. Ushering any tension from the body out on the vibration of sound. Sound kind of grabs it, gets a better grip on tension and can pull it out the body. Let's rub the waist. Tapping that lower back. Tapping the ribs here. Side of the ribs. Tapping the sternum. And across the chest underneath the collarbone. Just tap and sweep the arms. The other side, all the way up to the shoulder. Top side of the arm, the underside of the arm. Bring loose knuckles into the neck. Just kind of combing those neck muscles and breathing into them as we comb them out. Creating space with the breath for them to untangle and unravel. Take the fingertips and tapping the jaw into the cheeks, temples of the head and the forehead. Rubbing and massaging the scalp along the hairline. And we'll get into the ears and just kind of squeezing and massaging the cartilage of the ears. Begin tugging at the earlobes, pulling them away from the skull. take a deep breath in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. Soften the eyelids and go ahead and let the eyes close. Just softly rock your body lightly side to side, feeling your sit bones in the seat. Allow your ribs to float above the hips. Ears hovering above the shoulders. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. Just feeling into the body. Noticing what change of movement made in the vibration of the body. Notice any of the spots that you noticed before that were tight or light. See if that's different. And as you inhale, I want you to feel the breath moving into the body. Feel it inflating the body, the surface of the body expanding, and the exhale, body deflating, body coming back in towards center. Inhale, breath moves into the body, inflating the body like a big balloon. Exhale, that balloon softly blowing out the air, returning to center. Just notice your body inflating and deflating on the breath. Let yourself move from the belly button out. It's the belly button where the center point of the body, and you're expanding below and above, on the sides and the front and back of the belly button. Just noticing the edge of the breath as you inhale. The edge of the breath dissolving into the exhale. You fill up with breath. Feel the body get kind of tight in its expansion of breath. It's almost a heaviness to it. As you exhale, that breath escapes. And the body feels light and loose. Inhale, feel the breath moving to the edges of the skin. Exhale, feel the skin draping over the muscles over bone. Noticing the solid texture of bone. Sensing the strength of the bones beneath the muscle. Also the porous nature of the bones. Allow the breath to penetrate through the muscles and into the bones. Notice the bones becoming lighter, buoyant, still strong. Inhale, body's inflating, still spreading out 360 degrees, maybe even bigger. Let the edges move out farther. Exhale, maybe the edges of the body move out even farther. Go ahead and let the body continue to expand on the inhale and the exhale. Each breath, the edges of your body extending into the walls of the room, even through the walls, into the sunlight outdoors, below the earth. Sense the vibration within this field that your body is creating. What does this vibration say to you? Does it have a texture, a color, maybe a sound associated, or a memory? Then bring your focus into the palms of the hands. Sense the space where the hands are touching. Just focusing on this plane between the hands, allowing the breath to move from one hand into the other, and then from the other hand back into the other one. Sense the calm within the body. If there's any noise within the body, just allow it to be part of the song. And take a deep inhale through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. Another deep inhale. And as you exhale, allow the hands to float down into the lap. Feel the openness between the palms of the hands as they're separated. And we're going to take our Om into this open space here. Inhale together and exhale. We'll inhale to Om. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to Om. Thank yourself for taking the time to practice, to reconnect to all the space that's available to you. I thank you for taking time to release tension from your body, and in return releasing tension from the world, making it a lighter and brighter space.